Good morning, everybody. It's Friday, and I was going to say it's Saturday because I've got family here later today, and it's going to be a bit of a busy weekend again. Um, I saw that Chantal had a community post up asking why the reaction channels or anybody would question her regarding the mansion and why on earth she would say that she was going to move there if she wasn't. There's one answer to that. It's quite simple. The content. You've got no content on your channel. It was nada for a year and a half and how much in love you were with him. It was the men you were sleeping with and the married men. Ordinary people, plebs like me, who won't pay you, can't comment or speak on your live streams. So you rigorously censor comments. And this is why channels like mine will come and call you out for what you're doing, and you're a scammer. You're a scammer taking money for people, for the membership fees, for the postcard tier, for the OnlyFans, for the, what was it, that one where you did, when they took your channel down and you had the bees in Me Pondu and all that nonsense. You were talking to youngsters on Omegle, is that how it's pronounced, and lost your channel for that, for making remarks to a young man about his private parts, which were shown on camera. And lo and behold, you were talking on there again the other night. You've got no self-control. You've got no self-censorship, which is why I look forward, if it ever is going to happen, to you being out in the Middle East and you flouting laws in public and the Matawa coming up to you and saying, this is haram, this is not allowed, you come with me. Admittedly, when I was there in the 80s, early 90s till after the Gulf War, the Matawa, it's been calmed down a little bit with them now because there was a lot of bad publicity about them in the 80s, 80s and 90s, particularly, where they were very draconian in what they did to people. I think I mentioned before about a girl who was caught walking in the street with a man and not wearing an abaya. They were going to a party and they got out the cab too early, the limousine. And strangely enough, she was Canadian and he was Scottish. Her name was Royce. And they were arrested. They were both jailed. She was deported with a prostitute stamped in her passport. He was actually not only jailed, he was whipped before the embassy got him out and got him home safely. So those are the sort of powers they had then. The type of powers they've got now are curbed, I believe, but they are still very much alive and very much watching over. They say it's like that Einstein saying, all that evil takes to flourish is for a good man to stand by and do nothing. That is the way that the Muslims think, that they have a right. They not only have a right, they have a responsibility to interfere or intervene when something is haram. They would interfere for a Muslim girl wearing nail polish and makeup at one time. I guess that's been fairly curbed now. They would, there was a married couple who were in a store in Riyadh, and there was an altercation between them, a man and his wife, and the Matawa intervened and actually assaulted the man and carted him off to jail. So please don't think that they've got no powers, because they have. Chantal, you are mocking a culture and a religion that I personally, and most of us, showed a lot of regard for and a lot of respect for whilst we were there. Yes, we went to parties. Yes, we had a drink. Yes, we did things that maybe we shouldn't have. Swam in the pools with men in the different compounds, like British Aerospace or the airbase. But we did that in private. We didn't flout laws when we were on the street. We didn't go to shopping malls and flout laws. And what you're doing now as well, burger beezing, what's that all about? Are you going to do Muslim mukbangs now? Muslim Mukbangs by Chantal. Is that going to be your next arc? Is it? I find it it makes me angry to see how you're treating this culture, this religion, as convenience for you. You are, in your own words, you've altered your ways and are wearing the hijab to respect the love of your life 2 days after you were talking to him. That is not a reason for a Western woman to wear a hijab. The idea of wearing hijab is to revere Allah. And that's all you should be revering, is Allah, not worshipping at the feet of a car salesman or a gamer or a scammer. Something I meant to mention in my video yesterday when you were talking about the mansion, you said that the owner was there together with his son, and the son was asking what you do for a living. I'm not sure what quite you told him, but of course you went and you were wearing a hijab, and you said that maybe it was because they looked you up and they didn't like what they saw on YouTube, that they rescinded the offer of the mansion, which is a load of BS, or maybe it was because you were wearing the hijab. In other words, they're racist. They're Islamophobes, if you like. Islam isn't a race. So that's what you said, that it could have been either or your YouTube channel that was looked up, or the fact that you're wearing the hijab. I don't believe that for a minute. You did no packing. You had nothing prepared to move. You didn't show your room like you normally do, because everybody would have seen it was still in the mess that it was in before. And when you went, I said they don't want you to look after their cat. All you used that mansion, yada, 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 for is for views and content. You've got nothing. You've got no vision of your own. You've got no ideas of your own. You will have whatever this blob of a characterless shape moulded into the soul, if you like, of the man that you happened to be with at the time. The last year and a half it was nada. And then you had all the flings with these immigrant men who all lived in one house. It doesn't bear thinking about a woman going to a house where there was a score of immigrants and having sex with them. You used that for content too. Was it true? I don't know. but the fact that you said it is disgusting. So I don't believe that the mansion was happening. I believe that you used it for content. I don't know whether Kuwait is going to happen, but I do hope that if it does, that you are detained at the airport. And if not at the airport, that at some point you are detained. Because if you're going and you and the car salesman are going to get married, then it's clearly on his part for citizenship. Why would a 29-year-old virile male Muslim man, Syrian man living in Kuwait get onto a dating site and after 2 days propose to a woman, a Canadian, a morbidly obese Canadian woman who cannot have children, and he will be expected by his family, his own family, to procreate. So why would he do that? Why would anybody do that? Why would a Muslim virile man propose to a morbidly obese, barren, wealthy woman? Just curious. I'll be back a little bit later. Bye-bye.